everyone. Today I am going to take a lecture of discrete mathematics, chapter number 3rd, and the topic is the relation. Okay, so here we have already seen in our previous lecture what is the joint similarities and what is the mid similarities. Okay, so if we find out the joint similarities, so the sign of the joint similarities, that means we join here. Okay, and the sign of the mid similarities, so we write here this. Okay, but according to join, don't be confused here. According to join, you always see your diagram in this direction. Okay, this is your join. But according to mid, so here has a diagram. So you try here this type of the situation, that is this type of the pair of elements are present in your has a diagram. Okay, so in case if your has a diagram, the joint similarities and the mid similarities both are present, then we can say that this has a diagram is a lattice. Okay, so here the lattice, that means what is the definition of the lattice? A person is called lattice if it is both joint similarities and the mid similarities. Don't be confused here, joint and mid, because of these two names are very confusing because of joint, that means we consider here this type. So no, joint that means top of the has a diagram and mid that means bottom of the has a diagram. So always keep in mind joint that means upper side and mid that means the lower side. Okay, so this is the diagram of 6 type of the diagrams, and one by one we use one diagram and check here this is a lattice or not. That means in every diagram first we find out the joint similarities and the mid similarities. If both are present according to your diagram, then we can say that this is a lattice. Okay, so this is your first diagram. So first we choose here the joint similarities. So what is the definition of the joint similarities? That means every pair of elements has the least upper bound. Got it? So here DE, the least of upper bound is what? A, C and B. Okay. So D and E, the upper bound of D and E is C, A and B. But least upper bound is equal to what? Least upper bound is C. Okay, but according to this A and B, here A and B, that means A join B not present according to your diagram. Okay, so here A join B is not present here, then we can say that this is not a lattice. Okay, because of here, if we consider the mid similarities, so according to A and B, what is the lower bound? Lower bound is C or D or E and F. So the greatest lower bound is equal to C. Okay, and according to D and E, the lower bound is F. So we can say that this is the greatest lower bound. So mid similarities are present here, but joint similarities is not here. Then we can say that this is not a lattice. Okay. Next example, this is a straight line. So we have already seen in our last lecture, the straight line is also the joint similarities and mid similarities, and its joint similarities and mid similarities both are present here. Then we can say that this is a lattice. That means if we consider A and B, so upper bound is B, C, D, and least upper bound is D. Okay, if we consider C and D, so upper bound of C and D is what? The upper bound of C and D is C comma D. But the least upper bound is what? Least upper bound is C. Okay, in case this is that means what? This is a joint similarities. But we find out the mid similarities. So mid similarities is always present in the bottom of the Hazel diagram. Got it? So here if we consider these two elements D and C, so the lower bound of D and C is equal to what? C, B, A, and the least greatest is what? Greatest is C. If we consider these two elements C and B, so lower bound of C and B is what? B and A, but the greatest lower bound is what? B. So here according to this diagram, this has a diagram, the straight line, the single top and single bottom both are present here, then we can say that this is a lattice. Okay, again this is a very interesting example. This example we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and I. Okay, so here if we consider every pair of elements, first we find out the joint similarities. Okay, so here B and C. So first mate is the, if you join at the first mate is the least upper bound, and if we find out the mate, so first mate is the greatest lower bound. So here B and C, this is the E, this is what? This is the least upper bound. E and F, this is least upper bound is H. D and E, least upper bound is what? G. And G and H, least upper bound is what? I. That means what? Don't be confused here. Here, according to B, C, the upper bound is what? Upper bound is E, H, G, I. Okay. But we find out the least upper bound, because of least upper bound is what? Joint semi-lattice. So we find out only the first mate. So this is a joint semi-lattice. Next, we find out the mid semi-lattice. So according to mid semi-lattice, we find out the lower bound, and after that we choose here the greatest lower bound. Okay, so this is G and H. So what is the lower bound? Lower bound is E, B, C and A. But the greatest lower bound is what? Greatest lower bound is E. Okay, if we consider this E and F, so lower bound is what? C. If we consider D and E, so lower bound is what? B. And if we consider B and C, so lower bound is what? Lower bound is A. So according to this has a diagram, this is a single top and this is a single bottom present in your has a diagram. But this condition is always not correct, because of in our previous lecture we have already seen in the single bottom, but this type of the Hesse diagram is not a mid semi-lattice. Okay, so here we check every pair of elements, the least upper bound and every pair of elements in the greatest lower bound. If both the conditions are satisfied, then we can say that this is a lattice. Okay, next, that means this is a lattice. Got it? Next example, A, B, C, D and E. Okay, so first we find out the join, and after that we find out the mid semi-lattice. So if you consider this B and C, so join is E and mid is A. If you consider this CD, so join is E and mid is A. If you consider B and D, so join is E and mid is A. That means this diagram is also a lattice, because of according to this diagram, if we consider B and C, so first mid is E, first join is mid and first mid is A. If we consider C and D, so first E and here in the down lower bound first is A. And if we consider B and D, so first is E and according to lower bound first mid is A. So this is a lattice because of semi join and the mid semi-lattice is present here. Next, this is the example. So this is also a lattice because of here B and C. The first join is D and first mid is A. So this is also a lattice. This is the example of lattice or not. Okay. So here, according to this example, and if we compare this example and this example, so if only the see both the examples, so you can say that this is also a lattice. Okay, but what is the definition of the lattice? So definition of the lattice is equal is that means what? If any has a diagram, the joint semi-lattice and the mid semi-lattice both are present, then we can say that this is a lattice. So joint semi-lattice, that means what? Least upper bound. And always keep in mind the least upper bound is always unique. You have already known that in the previous lecture, upper bound and the least upper bound and lower bound and the greatest lower bound. And the mid semi-lattice, that means what? In the mid semi-lattice, we find out the greatest lower bound. That means according to lower bound, first you find out the lower bound and after that you choose here the greatest lower bound. So greatest lower bound is also unique. That means in every Hasse diagram, the pair of elements has the single unique least upper bound and the unique greatest lower bounds are present according to your Hasse diagram. Then we can say that this is a lattice. Okay, so these two diagrams, just we can say that here the first single top and the single bottom, and this is a Hasse diagram. So in this diagram also the single top and the single bottom, then we can say that this is a lattice. No, first you check here this is a lattice or not. Okay, so according to this D and E. So here first join is F, okay, and here first D and E. So first join is A. Got it? Next is if we consider B and C. Okay, if we consider this pair of element B and C. So at first we check here the joint similarities. So according to B and C. So upper bound of B and C is what? Upper bound of B and C is D, E and F. Okay, but according to upper bound, we find out the least upper bound. So, least upper bound of B and C is what? Here D. And least upper bound of B and C is what? Here E. So, here we have the two least upper bounds. So, this is not valid because of we have the unique least upper bound and the unique greatest lower bound. Okay, so next we find out the lower bound. So according to this B and C, we have the single bottom A. That means this is the greatest lower bound. If we consider here D and E, okay, so D and E, the lower bound of D and E is what? D and E. So lower bound of D and E is B, C and A. Okay, so we write here B, C and A. Okay, but what is the greatest lower bound? So greatest lower bound of D and E. D and E. Greatest lower bound according to this B lower bound, the greatest lower bound is what? Here is B and also the greatest lower bound of D and E is equal to what? C. So here again the two greatest lower bound, because of here we are not given directly any relation according to B and C, and according to this upper bound we are not given directly any relation according to D and E. That means, and we already seen the greatest lower bound and least upper bound is always unique. So according to this Hasse diagram, no doubt here one single top and one single bottom. But every pair of elements have the least upper bound and the greatest lower bound. So according to this B and C elements, the least upper bound is D and E. So this is not valid. And according to this D and E, the greatest lower bound is also B and C. So this is again the not valid according to your lattice. Okay, so this is not a lattice. So don't be confused here. These two types of the Hasse diagram, this is a lattice, but this is not a lattice because of here least upper bound and the greatest lower bound have the two values. After we can say that the two elements. Okay, so always least upper bound and the greatest lower bound is unique. Okay, so this is the different types of the example depends on the lattice. So always keep in mind for always least upper bound and the greatest lower bound. So least upper bound you always according to Hasse diagram present in the upper side and the mean always present in the lower side. So always you find out the least upper bound. So you check here the first way, only the first way, and you find out the greatest lower bound. So always you find out the first two. Okay. So this is example of the lattice. Okay. So I will continue this topic in our next lecture. Thank you for watching this.